Brianna Queen. If you're new to my channel, welcome! I focus on easy beauty, simple DIY, as well as decor.
Okay.
How many times have you done your makeup and you thought to yourself, I'm not leaving the house like this. I look crazy. This is a catastrophe. This is going to be a makeup look that actually looks good in person. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So I'm first applying Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. And I'm just going to take a little bit just to kind of like moisturize my face, because my face is dry, hunty. Just like a little bit, just like that, because I do have combination skin. My skin is not as oily as it used to be, but it still gets oily. So when it comes to this facial primer oil, I actually like to let this primer kind of absorb in my skin for like at least a minute. Just a little bit, just enough to where my skin absorbs it into the skin. So now that my skin is moisturized, I'm going to go in with a primer. And primer just helps to increase the longevity of my makeup. It's also going to help with my T-zone. And I don't apply a lot. I just like to apply it to the spots of my face that get super oily. So that's my nose, that's my forehead, that's this little right here, this little trader right here. That's the first sign of greasiness. You know, that's my T-zone. And I don't apply a lot of primer. I am a less is more kind of person. So I prefer to apply very little product and work that into my face as opposed to applying a lot of product. So now we have the primer. I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply a very small layer of powder. My nose likes to look like a disco ball after a few hours. So by applying a small layer of powder, it's going to help my makeup to last longer, not be super oily. Again, a very, very, very small layer of powder. Do not go crazy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get crazy with the powder. Only apply a little bit. Only a little bit. Taking this like that, and just a little like this, y'all. Like just a small like that. And then I'm just going to like kind of roll it. And y'all, this is really, really gonna help your makeup to last longer. It's going to help our foundation not move around. It's going to help our foundation to stay better. And it's going to help our skin not get so oily so fast. So if you're the kind of person where your nose gets super oily super quickly, applying a very thin layer of translucent powder, it's going to be clutch, okay? Now I'm going to go in with my foundation. Foundation I am using is Fenty Beauty Foundation. I am in the color 420. And I'm going to take a little bit of this and apply it to my hand. I like to apply it to my hand just because it kind of warms it up. And then taking the same beauty blender, I'm just going to lightly damp it. I find that when you have the beauty blender damp, it's really going to help with the foundation, help spread easier, and it's also not going to absorb as much product. So taking a little bit of the sponge and applying that to your face. And the trick to having your makeup look really good in real life is not applying a lot to begin with. You can always apply more, but you cannot apply less. And let me tell you guys, it is so much easier to apply a little bit of makeup if you need a little bit more than to have too much makeup on your face. And now you're trying to figure out where it's going to go, why you just wasted all this product. I'm telling you guys to just apply a little bit and then apply more. So with me, I like to do 2 pumps on my hand and then dab it in. I don't like taking the foundation, applying it all over my face, because that, girl, that's too much. That's too much. And in real life, it's gonna look like too much.
And
if it looks like too much on camera, trust me, it's gonna look like too much in real life. So now we're just going in and just dabbing this foundation all over my skin. And I like to focus on the center of my face and then work on my way outward. And then for my nose, I do not apply a lot of foundation on my nose because I find if I apply too much, foundation to my nose gets even oilier. So just applying a very, very thin layer of foundation on my nose, and then getting this right here. Getting this pimple that is currently living rent-free on my face. And just make sure you are dabbing. Dab, dab, yes. Dab, dab, yes. Dab, dab. Come on now, wig. I need you to back up off me. And then make sure that you're getting that chin and that neck. What you do not want is for you to turn to the side and they see that differential line. You, girl, you don't want that. So now that we have the foundation applied, now it's time to go in with the concealer. Born this way. So we're going to take some of this, and I'm just going to apply this right here, just like that. And I'm not applying a lot, you guys. Like I really am not. I'm just applying enough to cover my under eyes. And if I need more, if I find that I need more, I will go in, I will apply a little bit more. Now I'm taking a concealer brush and I am just kind of blending that out. And I'm really focusing on blending out the edges. Like that is where I'm focusing on. So it kind of looks like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this eye, where I am literally just focusing on the edges. Focusing on blending out this concealer, and then focusing on blending out the edges. So now it is time to do some powder, and I am going to use Fenty Beauty powder. So taking a little bit of this, the same beauty blender, yes girl, yes, I use the same one, and then applying a very thin layer. Got my nose, so we are doing that right now. And I'm going in with the same Born This Way concealer, and just kind of, again, once I have it, I'm just gonna focus, taking a clean side. And then for me, what I like to do is I actually like to, some people like to blend and they blend this way. What I do is I actually like to go in, I kind of like to blend it this way. So there we go. So then I'm going to take a brush and just kind of brush this powder. And if you find that when you apply powder, it like looks super dry, you have fine lines, then you're probably applying too much. I noticed with me, when I would apply primer, like in real life, it would look very, very dry. And the reason being is because, for one, I was applying too much, and then for two, I was leaving it on too long. So now I only apply a very thin layer of setting powder, and I kind of let that sit on my concealer for no more than 5 minutes. And then when I remove it, it's not like, you can't see like the fine lines under my eye. And then also it doesn't look super, super dry. So now we have pretty much the face done. I mean, we're gonna contour it a little bit, but now it's time to do the eyebrows, because eyebrows frame the face. So I'll take a spoolie and just kind of like brush my eyebrows in my desired shape, like so. And then going in with this Super Brow Pomade. Who is this by? Kat Von D. Take a little bit of that, and then applying short strokes. So I start off right here, right where my brow starts, and then I just kind of like do really short strokes at the very, very bottom. I'm actually gonna zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can see this a little more. You know. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And then I don't apply any more product, and then from there I kind of just distribute this further up with the leftover product. And it's okay if it's messy, because we are going to clean it up with some concealer underneath, like we always do, okay? And literally going in right here. So I don't like to like do this. I find it's too boxy. I prefer to just kind of dab it in. So literally I'm taking this brow pomade and I'm just kind of like flicking it up. And as you see, I have not applied any more product yet. I'm literally using the product that I get. And then you can kind of take a little bit of that, point it, see how it's pointed, as thin as possible, and then do short strokes like that. And the one thing I like about this Kat Von D pomade is once it dries, like it doesn't really move. It's really good. So now that is the brow. So then I take a spoolie and I kind of brush my brows a little bit to blend out any harsh lines. Brows are sisters, they are not twins. And sometimes my brows be like stepsisters, cousins, aunties. So once my brows are done, I like to go in with a concealer, LA Girls Pro Concealer in Fine, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that underneath. And this is going to clean up the brow as well as give us like a nice little lift to our eyes. Make sure you're using a color that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone. You don't want to go any further than 3 shades, then it's going to be like too much.
I look like a clown. Just forget it.
You can use your hands to kind of like blend it out. So now we're going to do a super simple eyeshadow look. This is one of my favorite easy beginner eyeshadow looks to do. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Come on, let's do it. So we're going to go in with a eyeshadow base. What is an eyeshadow base? An eyeshadow base really just helps your eyeshadow to pop better, last longer, give it something to stick to. If you are a darker skin tone like me, then it can help the eyeshadow to like appear better. So I'm going in with NYX concealer, and this is in the color beige. And this is okay. It's a little oily, but it gets the job done. And I am making sure to blend it out so you don't have like a differential line from where the concealer begin and end. So going in and just make sure that you blend it all out. And this is going to help your makeup to not crease, because you know how in real life sometimes like you're talking and makeup's all creased up. That ain't cute. So what this is going to do is going to help your makeup not to crease throughout the day. It's going to make your eyeshadow pop more. And then I'm going in and I'm applying more. So remember, you guys, if there's only one thing you get from this video, it is to apply a little bit and then apply more. Work your way up.
I said what I said.
Okay, now I'm going in with this brush to wipe that powder off with. Take a little bit of that, tap it, and then apply it on our eyelids as well. And this is something I do because I find that as I'm getting older, my eyelids sometimes get oily. So again, a very, very thin layer of powder on top of your eyelids, and this is going to help as well if you get oily eyelids. And again, you guys, these things are not necessary, but I'm really just trying to show you different things you can do for different problems you may have. So if the eyelids get oily, you know, applying a little bit of powder on top of their face. Taking this color right here, and this is Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek. And then focus on my crease. And your crease is like that socket where your eye socket is. So just applying that to your crease. And it's very, very light. The only reason why we're applying this is just to kind of warm up the look. So now I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions, and I'm going to apply this shimmery pink right here all over my lid. And I'm applying it with my fingers because it's easier to spread with the warmth of my fingers. But you can absolutely apply it with a brush if you prefer. But I don't really like having to clean a bunch of brushes. So, and then really focusing on the center. Now I'm going back in with that brush that had that cocoa bear on it. And just kind of blending this out. So now that we have this done, I'm going to take a brown eyeliner pencil and I'm going to line my eye and apply my lashes. And I am going to kind of tight line my eyes. Y'all, my lashes are so pitiful. This is what we got so far. So while that glue is kind of like drying all the way, then I'm going to go ahead and do under eye as well. So now I'm taking that same eyeshadow and we're going to apply that underneath the eye. Making sure to really focus on those tear ducts. And this is just going to help your eyes to look bigger and more awake. I'm actually going to zoom in a little so you guys can see. So when it comes to like under eye, I take a little bit waterline, right? And I apply a little bit. And I dip a little more in, and this helps to reduce eyeshadow fallout as well. Now I'm taking a brown eyeliner pen. It's going to tight line. So now I'm going to conceal. It kind of like my little line, Lord. My thing was too tight. It was too tight on my head. I'm going to kind of contour. And I really do like right here. This is what the makeup looks like so far. We got a few more things to do and then we're done, okay? I love blush. I just love how it warms up the skin. So today I am using a orange concealer. I'm going to apply that to my cheeks to just kind of warm up my face. Apply very little and you can always apply more. And just kind of going in to the apples. I see a little glow. It's like a healthy glow. And I'm just kind of tapping in like that. Now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Medium Deep, and we're going to apply a little bit of highlight to the cheeks as well as the brow bones. I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and then I'm just going to gradually like that, and then add a little bit of sheen. And then taking that same exact translucent powder and taking a little bit out of it, and again, tapping very, very little, and then going into the brow bone. And applying a nice healthy glow. So now I'm going in with the Starlight. So this is totally optional. You don't have to do this. We're going to go with Starlight and take a little bit of that. And then just kind of like lightly go in. I'm going to amplify this a little bit more. I'm going to show you guys how you can make this even like smokier. So taking a clean brush, I'm going to go back into this palette and we're going to take this really, really dark rich brown and then dab that on. So you can kind of see the difference. See like how this one's a little more smoky than this one? Then you can add a little bit of brown. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you do this makeup look, please be sure to tag me on Instagram. I love seeing you guys makeup looks. I'll talk to you guys in my very next video, and I've linked a few for you down below. I'll talk to you guys in my very next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay beautiful, and stay blessed. Bye guys.